chain is very dull, and we'll try out the EzzDoo electric chainsaw sharpener. Just got this in, and I figured why not see if it would work. Just go ahead and open it up and see what happens. Little manual. Looks like a little Dremel tool. A little guide on it for measuring your degrees, 25, 30, 35, which I have a 30 degree on my chain. So that chain was pretty dull. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up real quick. See if I can get it to get any sharper with this. Probably need to do blades in here. 532, 3/16, and 732. It's gonna be the kerf. A little measuring tool. Let's see what else is in here. Some parts in case it burns up, I guess. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So if you don't know the kerf on your chain, probably just kind of stick it in there and eyeball it. Because obviously that one's not going to work. That one's too big. That one's too small. This will be just right. 3/16. Okay. Go with 30 degrees. So I'm trying this out of my truck because I have a stationary chainsaw sharpener from Harbor Freight. I did a review on it about 2 years ago and it works pretty good, but I figured if I was out in the woods or I just wanted to be off cutting wood away from any electricity, I have a power inverter. It's a small one. It's a little 80 volt power inverter in my truck, plug into the 12 volt outlet, and I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, we'll have to figure something else out. But I figured if you're in the woods or chopping wood, loading it up in your truck, and you don't have any 110 outlets, give this a shot out of your truck, see if it's going to work. But I have a small power inverter in there, so I'm going to show you that real quick. Started on it, see what happens. I'm going to be cutting at a 30 degree, which there's a pretty good guide for you. See what happens. See about the variable speed also. That was pretty quick. We'll flip it around to the other side and get right back at it. So the small inverter did work pretty good on the powering up the EzzDoo little chainsaw sharpener. It sharpened it pretty quick. It's about 2 minutes on each side. But now we're going to check it out, see how well it sharpened it, and go back to that same tree and see if I can cut it down, because it wouldn't even cut through it the first time. So I'm going to give it a little sharpness test now. So all in all, it seemed like it did a pretty good job. But I'll get back with you on that, see if we can cut this little tree down, cut up some wood. All right, here we go. So it's about to start raining on me. Got, I don't know, quite a bit of logs cut. One cutting. This right here is pretty good shavings. No sawdust. Before I sharpened it, it was throwing sawdust all over the place. So this is good, nice thick chips. So it did sharpen it. I mean, really, it's just a Dremel, to be honest with you. I think the diamond, I believe they're diamond tip sharpening tools. They seem to have held up pretty good. I like the guide, kind of gives you a spot to put your thumb while you're moving it back and forth. Really didn't use it. I kind of eyeballed the blade, the kerf, and went along with that and maintained that same cut. Full speed, I think that's the only speed you really need. The other ones would probably go too slow and cause a chatter. And all in all, I think it did the trick. If you were out in the field cutting logs and you had a little power inverter, I think they're about 15 bucks. Extension cord. You do it on your tailgate without even taking your chain off. Not a bad little tool. Longevity of it, I don't know. I just used it one time, so I can't really tell you how well it'll work for longevity. They did provide some parts, the little brushes that go in the motor, I believe. So there's a possibility that at some point the brushes have went out and they just started supplying little brushes or little points or whatever they are to repair your motor. These are all consumable tips, so you would have to buy more. If you didn't have a Dremel and you wanted the nice little guide, you could get one of these and also use it as a Dremel for doing carving and everything like that. So it's multi-purpose, I guess. All in all, works good. All right, guys, I gotta load these logs up before it rains and head back to the house. Thanks for watching.